चुपचाप उड़ी मार के बैठ गया दूसरी साइड।
Maybe the first, but
We are all set, Captain. You are ready to go.
अरे पता नहीं रिफ्रेश कर रहा हूँ लेकिन वही चल रहा है पता नहीं क्या।
ट्विच खोल लेना।
In the early round.
ट्विच पे देखो।
तुम लोग ट्विच पे देख रहे हो?
हाँ हम लोग वास्तव में टीम बैकग्राउंड पे छोड़ दिए हैं और ट्विच चला है।
Away from the showstopper. Do have the TP for 10s after this 7-2 start.
बासु को ही छोड़ दो बैकग्राउंड में।
अरे अरे। Zelsis as well. Over towards C currently.
गाइडाई का ही देख लेते स्ट्रीम।
नॉटी हो रहा है। नॉटी हो रहा है।
नॉटी बाजी।
नॉटी भाई ओडिन लेके बैठा है। ओडिन लेके बैठा है।
अजीब लग रही।
You may be looking for an indicator there of what the setup is exactly.
Zelsis बोल रहा तू आ तो सही गार्ड फाड़ दूंगा मैं।
भाई ये मिनी बू बहुत गंदा मारता है। इसका एक मैच देख लिया था मैं।
For the time being, Zelsis, I was going to say, got to be careful there if he does remain out in the open.
तो भाई ओडिन लेके बैठा हुआ है।
वही तो मैं बोल रहा था तुमसे।
Kind of cut noise for a second or two. Now here comes the burst, testing the pacing, forced away.
चलो तो हो गया सर कब का बस चालू है
पूरा विप्लव भैया पूरा विप्लव भैया है।
अरे 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 अरे
भारी मार रहा है दोस्त।
Getting the plant, but now can SEN try and pressure back.
हम बोल रहे इस बार भी
Leading the way, looking for the damage.
अरे
अरे अरे अरे अरे अरे
Fishy on the follow-up though, and now down to just
अभी गेम प्ले
3.
चल रहा है दोस्त।
Sassy, John QT and Tens trying to disrupt this post plant, but that angle too good with Boom.
ये
Just gonna hold it out, and I think they're running out of time and options here. Sassy gives them a moment of respite to work forward, but they're still too tucked behind the pillar. Difficult, but not impossible. But John QT finds that. There's still a chance here. Boo buying time, but it's not enough. Now Benji Fishy is sweating bullets.
हो जाएगा हो जाएगा हो जाएगा।
He's got one. He needs another. He's got to run.
खत्म।
चलो नाइस रन। लेकिन बाय नहीं इन लोग के पास। नहीं 2-3 लोग के पास है।
बाय है सबके पास है।
Blindsided by 2 quick kills here, and unfortunately, Benji Fishy locked out of the site.
Zelsis तो लास्ट राउंड वो बाय किया ना ओडिन बाय किया था।
Takes a gamble, but John QT sticking at the defuse.
अरे वो तो उसमें मर गया मास्क इतना।
What a crazy start to this map already.
अरे उसका एम बहुत अच्छी है।
Boys are not just splitting up the teammates here. I mean, I don't even think even there if he's full sprint around. Yeah, right back to this on bubble.
Yeah, Zekken straight away going to deny Boo that early presence to a trouble that you noted was a high priority.
साला साइड आ गया।
It's just a brawl. They're willing to fight this out.
अंदर से गुजरना
अरे यार
होगा।
रुको भाई
The scales, and as right, look at Mini Boo. But there's still players in between. It's not a safe cross. Spamming the utility and spamming the weaponry. Benji Fishy going to catch one. And this is just mayhem in Madrid. What is going on in this match?
अबे ये तो ये हो गया थ्रो हो गया बे। राउंड निकाला था सेकंड मस्त उधर मारा था दो को।
सेंस का पोजीशन ठीक था लेकिन साला वो देख लिया नहीं।
ऊपर में खड़ा था कहाँ ठीक था।
नहीं ऊपर का उस पे था क्या बोलते हैं वो बॉक्स के ऊपर था। ओपन कहाँ था इस साइड से पूरा कवर था ना।
You see on the X-ray,
भाई साहब।
Zelsis has to stare down.
वो भी ऊपर नीचे खड़ा है एकदम।
सो 3v1 है फिर भी कोई रिस्क नहीं ले रहा देख रहा है।
अभी गेट खोलते ही तीनों।
और अभी हमारा वास्तु होता तो उनके मुंह पे चले जाता मरने की।
अरे एग्जिट पैक निकाल रहे गाइस।
Try and make it costly. Couple players are starting to build up quite a bit of bank though. You're looking at Boo, Benji Fishy.
अच्छा।
And here comes the exit. How much value does Zelsis get?
Oh,
that's a
ये लो सेंसिटिव पे खेलता होगा।
पैनिक होगा।
Something we're gonna have to see if there's a timeout for that one. He was not happy with that.
कोई नहीं गाइस अटैकिंग में आते
I do
कोई
spell
नहीं।
attack.
It's either that or he
तुम
needs
लोग
to
फिर
move
SEN
that
को
mouse pad a little further over.
SEN,
It literally
SEN,
just like spot.
अच्छा वो एम का बात तो
I mean,
फिर वो
talk
अलग
about
है।
explosive.
Yeah.
It's Zekken to find the opener here, by the way. Finds the first blood. Already, Mini Boo's all the way
वो चले गए।
racking back from A site to backstab this setup.
And I think you highlighted it right. These two teams will brawl. They are willing to be
Yeah.
explosive, risky plays. I mean, they've got the mechanics to back it up. I think we've seen that. And the other thing you were right about is Pausa Technica.
Okay.
Can you imagine what this pause would be for?
No.
No, no.
No.
Mystery.
If we
to
can
all of
just
us.
get a replay of Zels's reaction on the webcam.
It was.
Might give us some clues.
बाल
See if
खुजलाते
producer
हो।
Kevin is on our side or not.
No, it's unfortunate. I mean, if it did fully disconnect, obviously you need to get that sorted before the next. But kind of situation that I guess altered the outcome of that round regardless.
च्युइंगम चबा रहा है थोड़ा मोटा
ये
च्युइंगम
किसका मैच
I still feel like
ये
this game
किसका
hasn't
मैच है
settled into a flow yet or a rhythm.
हाँ.
You know what I mean? It's still in that very much just kind of high octane, very pressure point plays.
मैच भी किसका है ये वाला
See the
But a few rounds to get the crowd
there.
yeah,
Ben
on
नहीं
their
खेल
feet
रहा है
already.
Ben के
Oh
उसके
yeah.
साथ
No surprise to see Miniboo leading. in
अरे
terms
वो
of numbers.
मैसेज क्या बोलते
producer
फूड
Kevin's
आया
on it.
जब बचता है ना बहुत बचता है ये बहुत हरामी
Don't think the mouse was doing too
That
well
is
after
Sana.
that one. All good though. The pause
जीरो वाचिंग
come to
लेट्स गो
conclusion, so hopefully no foul. But the only thing that is really rather hard here is the
मैं भी देख रहा हूँ।
Sentinels.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so
सब एक वाचिंग
Yeah,
दिखा
not
रहा है
gonna
मैं
get
भी
much
देख रहा
for
हूँ।
that, and this could be the knock-on effect of a string of rounds here. But I mean,
Yes,
hey,
मैं भी
you
देख
know,
रहा हूँ।
stranger things, you know,
Fan
other
में डाल
rounds
दिया
have
आप
gone
लोग
the way it
को।
shouldn't. So, and there's always threat. I don't think anyone's ever going to say that Sentinels is a
यार
dangerous team
हेडफोन
no
किधर
matter
गया
what. So let's just kind of keep in mind that there could
वन
तो मैं भी
वाचिंग मेरे को भी
refresh
दिखा रहा है
beyond that, Heretics just going to
हो
be
गया
getting the
था।
lay of the land more than anything. Settle into this matchup. Some very young,
मैंने इसको
inexperienced
10 आईडी
players
से
to this
सब्सक्राइब
level
किया
of
सब
stage
सब साला स्पैम में
going to
काउंट
start
कर दिया
feeling out the game here.
sure. And you
नसीब ही
could
खराब था
almost
इसका
call it a 50-50 with how the sixth man plays into that, but
Yeah, true.
especially if there are any nerves, if you have the crowd behind you making plays the way Miniboo's certainly kicked this off,
मैं ये पे
definitely a positive. The ability to ride that wave. Well, Sentinels
भाई
were
चट से ब्लाइंड
stacks
डाउन
up here.
मारेगा
back at the paranoia potentially.
पट से रसबाजी
Sassy jump spotting here.
बाजी तो हो ही जाता है
May the
भाई
minimum might even be the
Oh
green light
भाई,
to
क्या
make something
blind
happen,
दिया।
but paranoia thrown out.
No one could quite close the gap to that paranoia. A bit of a shame almost. That caught three. That could have been lovely, but
जगन का पता है
as much as
जगन
they
यहाँ
wanted
पे
it, but I like the attempt there.
क्या
though.
जगन का पता था वहाँ पे था
So
जगन
many bodies on the back
बताइए
of
डायना भी
that
अभी देख
exchange. Opposition towards a site. We're going to try and find some space, and he has done that with the pass lane.
मेरे को तो 4 ही दिखा रहा है
Moving over for that plant gets denied, and now it gets a little bit scary, right? They're flying in,
क्या हो
but
रहा है
the
इसका
rifles going to do what they need to. Zelsis still keeping it close enough.
He's got another one. He's got three.
How the hell is Zelsis still finding this? Investing in the
Zelsis
ult
तीन
now,
निकाल
they're
दिया
actually
बे।
doing this one.
Classic पे,
13
हाँ।
seconds, they need a plant, and look at this positioning off the back of the ult.
अरे
coming in.
यार।
अरे यार
Turns in time, and now it's
अरे ये जॉन
I
क्यूटी
told you they could get
खाली
scared
गाड़
no
देना
matter
है
the buy, but bloody hell. Zelsis made a damn
हमें
good
क्या
go of
पता
that one.
जैसे ये
To fix
रहने
that mouse
दो
problem.
Oh, yeah.
आ जाओ खेलते हैं भाई
Straight into the thick of things here on this
जस्सी
B
भाई का
side.
रिप्लाई
Execute.
सुनिए ये रहने दो गेम में
Able
आ
to
जाओ खेलते
stabilise.
हैं
And
जा खेल ले
gonna feel the pitch
क्या
too
खेल-
much in terms of the funds on the back of that.
लूला है मैच चल रहा अच्छा अच्छा
भाई
I mean, that was the one. Yeah,
क्लासिक
Tech just
खेल
gets
रहा था
absolutely deleted. As Heretics now a 2-round lead. Sentinels backing with a purchase. Delta's once again on the Odin. Haven't seen any intent from Sentinels to try and contest this area towards Mount. Tech will get the pit online here. So
guys
with the
one
lockdown
more
heroes,
subscriber and we
well,
will
they
reach
might
30
even just force their way
subscribers
onto see site.
I'm looking to see if there was a lurk or something on top of this. I would quite like to see maybe some presence through B, but I mean, why not focus on the task at hand? They've got to make a quick escape here because look at Miniboo, he's on the
but
way.
ये
Two
map
players
में
are detained and
ये सही चलता
Miniboo
है
is hot on
देखो
the
जानते
heels.
हो
That
He wants to
stunn's
pressure
perfect.
this. The stun's
Hey,
beautiful,
bhai.
outstanding, and so is Miniboo. And he ain't alone
अरे
anymore.
अरे
He's got Boo
घेरा
by
गया
his
घेरा
side.
गया
The brothers in arms, ripping apart Sen. 10th on
हाँ।
Superb. But by now the plant is in. It's 3 of them to take this back, and the pit's in place.
भाग
So
भी गया वे
much
स्टन
damage done here.
पुश करके
Sentinels as 3 have to fight their way back through this pit now. Plenty of utility still at disposal of Heretics as well.
इंटर देख रहा है
Considering it, I'm not even sure actually if Sassy would play backing away. Certainly now with 10s
कहीं
falling,
गोली चला
के अलावा
you have
कुछ नहीं
to
चलाता
consider
क्या
the
ये?
possibility, and
पता
so
नहीं
that's going to
दोस्त
be the decision for Sentinels.
Yep, creeping away.
अरे
Second missed that, yeah? I thought he was standing
Yeah,
back for a second. But
Same. And I wonder if they noted it, because they're committing. They absolutely
Abhi!
saw Pixel already
Yeah.
predicted that play kind of falling back through CT. Not a surprise, but Sassy's in danger because that
Peel
economy
de.
hasn't fully
Ek ko
recovered.
to peel.
Minno's barely breathing, but willing to try and
Ek
opt
ko to
himself up
peela.
for the trade, which they get.
लेकिन फिर भी कोई फायदा नहीं उनका इको बहुत मतलब उनका बहुत ज़्यादा क्रेडिट्स उनके पास
And they might
चलो,
start
चलो,
getting
bye,
a
bye,
little
bye,
bit
bye, मैं
worried
जाता
now
हूँ।
because their economy is not fully recovering here. They have a couple
चलो,
of
ठीक है, bye,
options
bye.
nearby that
Bye,
can
bye.
help them out, but it's 3
Bye, bye,
on the
sir.
trot here.
Bye, bye, sir.
Heretics going to be happy with
बाय
this one.
बाय
I mean, this is just so beautiful.
एक
from
सब्सक्राइब कर दो
Adbo.
यार 30
Said
हो
it,
जाएंगे
throwing everything into the back lines on the back of the lockdown and rewarded for that aggression as well.
लेट्स गो
I think Sentinel's completely caught off guard by the stuns coming through from Mini Boot.
Spam. That could be a damage. Yeah,
वो
it is.
OD नहीं
Mini
चला
Boot's
रहा है
still
क्या
on it
काफी?
as well.
Feel गया
The
Zekken.
guy's got moves, looking like Foon out here, but he's still breathing and still fine. Settles into it.
And this is the first time we've seen Tens
मिल जाएगा
over
attacking map पे मारेगा शायद.
So some intention of Sentinels addressing elsewhere, the other extremity, but Heretics, I'll be honest, winning out on both sides. The stars aligning for them this time around. And enough damage done on the way in that Zekken falls. John QT down to 15 HP.
Overdrive.
Sassy tagged up as well.
ये बस ping क्यों कर रखा है पता नहीं.
That spam is just so brutal to try and play against. And they got this done early. That's the scary
साला
part as
टेंस
well.
पूरा सी में सी भी कर रहा है कब से.
Looking like they're trying to feign
अरे ये
this
ऊपर
हाँ
जगह है.
ये जगह है हाँ.
causing a great deal of reaction. 4 players
भाई,
in
ये
response to
कौन सी
this.
जगह
That
दोस्त?
should be an open A site now.
Absolutely
With all
is.
of this dumped into B. Sassy's not going to be able to get ahead of this either.
And they have no idea how far they've gone. You can see the TP taken to check back site. They got what they wanted. Perfect fake play towards B. Not able to use the alters as wanted yet for Mini Boo.
सब चारों एक साथ में जब पीटेंगे तो एक साथ पीट जाएंगे.
Zelsis does have the lockdown. Sassy with a touch of kit left tens as well because he was adjusted over towards that C site
जगह
on
लोकेशन
Mound.
got it.
But if they want this retake, they've got to get it
ये
started
देखिए
soon.
ये चीज़
Ten's
मैं
going to
करता
post the
हूँ.
paranoia. TP taken back towards
पीछे
Shree
रहो.
and Patatek waiting. Mini Boo turns for a second, but his re-ends there. There's no threat to this. Sentinels
Tens
are
भी है.
hitting a brick wall, and it's Heretics putting it there.
अरे
Sassy
अरे
again
thank
just
you
wants
thank
to be
you.
able to get out with a gun, and once again denied. Mini Boo
Fourth round था वे. Fourth round था.
This is a whole new world for Sen to try and deal with. Heretics are the real deal here. John QT, Benji Fishy, he's right there as well. No guns taken over again. Flawless.
2-6 का
from Heretics.
स्कोर.
They're feeling
बोलता रहा हूँ
themselves.
ये
You can see as
वासु
well
आ
the
रही है.
confidence
विष्णु
is
को बोल.
brimming. Nobody giving up any space.
अरे मैं तो
on
टेंस
site.
का सपोर्टर
Two
हूँ.
members of Heretics tapped on the
मुझे
rope,
आते
अभी तो
भाई.
हार रहे हैं वो.
all the way down
मैं तो
towards drop
टीएच को
as well.
सपोर्ट कर रहा था सर आपने बोला तो.
Sentinels, unfortunately, need to try and take control of this early. The early round.
TH
Take
के
some of this
प्लेयर का
control
नाम
away
बता
from
दे.
Heretics, because like I said,
कल है भी
they have
मैच.
control of both extremities now.
नहीं क्वेश्चन
They
अबाउट
have
मत
the
करो.
run of the map.
जवाब दो.
I'm surprised I didn't see a timeout, if I'm honest here, because
अबे Zekken बाई क्यों कर रहा है
it was
चोदू?
kind of like two
वही
rounds of the
bullshit.
trot with the money where it was.
But
but
now we're seeing it.
Oh
Look.
अच्छा.
trying to really commit towards this, but they don't have a great deal to work with. This is with Sheriffs, this is with Buckies, this is with
Spike मिल गया.
left
Spike.
in their hands. So,
Spike छोड़ के
have you ever seen a fight
चला.
here with this many players?
Nope.
Yeah.
Right,
And
well,
all I'm saying is Zekken has a bucky and he's one away from showstopper. If he gets a kill down and dirty in this smoke,
अरे अरे. मर भी गया टेंस.
and Spine's
बहुत
अरे.
गंदा नहीं मर रहा अभी बीच में एस निकाल दिया फिर मर जा रहा है.
here as well.
they've made a
वो लोग भी
mountain
तो
out of a
खेलना है
molehill,
भाई
and
खाली मरने
they
थोड़ी आए
really
हैं.
make them work for this one.
नहीं थोड़ा मोड़ा उम्मीद
Now the
था.
smoke drops and the problems begin. Paranoia's going to go. That Bucky, does it get played in? Mini Boo, going to feel the pressure. It's online.
What?
As the rocket comes
What?
out, they not get what they
अरे,
want.
अरे,
ठीक है. अरे अरे अरे.
अरे अरे.
Shot from Boo. Second on his knees. A follow-up not found. Sentinel's getting down and dirty here. They want to make
They
this
got a
brutal,
spike.
but they napped a spike.
Spike
Panitek
ले spike ले
needs to
चला.
hold the back line.
ठीक है.
He's gotta be careful.
अभी भी
They
चांस है.
are so
Chance
close by. They backed
तो-
away. Plant will be coming in now.
है.
They've got
पर-
rifles,
तीनों
rifles,
backstep, तीनों
rifles,
backstep.
पर वाइपर का और फेड का एचपी थोड़ा सा कम
I
है.
mean, look at the utility.
खाली
Pantech and Benji
KJ का
have
HP.
everything at their disposal to try and hold this down.
अच्छा
All
अब
the lockdowns coming
अब
through
तो
from Zelsis.
अल्ट हो
Massive
चुका.
timing on these ults coming in. Zekkens, sure, but Bucky was the key part of that. But Zelsis now is going to force the hand
Oh.
of Heretics. Oh, but they're going early. Benji Fishy will get
अटक
poised to
गया.
replace him. Patatek, he has to be the one. Oh, not to be touched just yet.
अरे
They're going to
यार.
hear this. And
Eh,
that was a
bhai.
bit
अरे
too
यार,
far forward
Odin.
from Sassy. Thought they could have worked together, but Zelsis is still alive. Maybe he's the one, but time is not on his side
He's
here. A tap
vulnerable.
on the spike. Vulnerable, yes. He's going to deal with the utility, but he's got to deal with the spike. He's going to be taken down here. Benji Fishy.
छोड़ दिया फिर
Oh,
फायदा
he's
नहीं.
got it away. The
Nice try,
timing.
nice try.
It's too
Nice
late.
try.
And Sentinels
Nice.
fall.
And a beautiful bait and switch between Benji and Patatek as well. Patatek wraps all the way through spawn. Knows that somebody's going to try and charge down. As Benji dips his toes, finds a kill ahead of that lockdown. What a recovery. What an insane round.
Hey, look, I said it was mayhem.
जानते हैं थोड़ा सा सैचुरल माइक आगे चल जाता है और एक को निकाल देता है तो वो जी रहता है.
This is something different. What a wild matchup we're getting here. Heretics bringing out all the stops. We're seeing crazy plays from Sentinels. Some very creative ideas, and it was close. That round was goddamn close, and they had a Bucky and a couple of Sheriffs. Now they go back in with rifles. Still putting a lot of attention on towards this mound control.
A string of rounds unanswered. Heretics now looking to slow things down, reading them maybe on the previous.
नहीं भाई मेरे को तो नहीं दिखाई दे रहा वो कहाँ क्या क्या zoom कर रहा
Zelsis now positioned over here towards A side. Utility. 4 members of Heretics with Benji.
वही तो मैं पूछ
Last straggler.
बहुत अच्छा स्प्रे नहीं मारेगा ना चक से मर जाएगा
Walking into the blender here.
हग कर दिस
Gonna have John QT close by. Oh, he does catch a little bit of that spam, but so does Boo on the other side. But he's got to be careful here. He does need to be holding this down as long as possible. Again, still being forced further away. Backside now. It's methodical.
He's got to get out now. The thrash coming through. It's going to clear a ton of space for Heretics. Be able to retrieve that as well. Should be a comfortable plant coming through, but a full 5v5.
Oh,
hang on.
Great work from Zelsis. Stuck around long
फंस गया
enough. He might be just walking
गया
into his depth now, but the value is huge. Now they're going to get in their faces, surely.
टेन जिंदा है ना
Oh, second nade's going to do it. And now it's just getting
अरे मर गया
ridiculous. Still no block.
बोला वैसे ही मर गया
Pressure, pouring back towards the site. And that time becomes a problem for Heretics. They can't find stability here. Sentinels turning the round on its head.
7-10
ए 3-9 का कर्स इस पे होगा क्या क्या लगता है गाइस
Like I said, it should have been a safe plant there.
दो स्कोर और आगे बढ़ गया तो 3-9 कर्स हो गया
इसको निकाल बे कोई पहले
अरे अरे अरे
A little more open, maybe.
7-5 होगा कहाँ बोल रहा है
Fortunately, Mini
कौन
Boo
मैं थोड़ी
is
बोला
a little lost in the
मैं
sauce
बोल
here
रहा
with all
7-5
this
होगा
utility
9-3 बोल रहा है
Catches the back end of the paint shell. Sentinels a third on the board here.
Can they string it together though, Mike? I'm still waiting with bated breath on that one. Early contact towards B. Pressure towards Mount could mean a quick crunch. And John QT just want to buy time. You can see Mini Boo's ahead of it. Look at that pace. The man is absolutely wild, but Tens has answered back. And in kind, 3 for him. Leaving Heretics in ruins. Mini Boo barely alive on 16. Boo standing tall, but a tough position to be in with the spike so deep in enemy territory. And Sen shouldn't give up an inch here. Don't think there's much Boo can do about this. Really quite pinned in.
Zekken will be the first. Looking for this flank here.
ये सैंडविच होने वाला
Just can't pin him
बोला
down.
ना
16
सैंडविच हो गया
HP now for Mini Boo.
अब मिनी बू तो गया ही गया
Identifying here. There's an opportunity to take some
या वॉल बैंग
Zekken and Ten's position on Mount.
एक भी नहीं दिखा टाइसन का किल बे
Perfectly timed ahead of this B-side execute.
They're recovering. This is what they needed.
शायद दिखाए अभी
Very, very important couple of rounds there too for them to.
Two wall backs through the box.
Take them when you get them, don't
Yeah.
you? This was the final. Yeah, lovely.
टेंस है भाई
No matter how you get them, Sen needed a couple of rounds here. Money's still okay, at least for this round for Heretics, so
भाई
not much
कैंसर
of a
पेशेंट
problem.
है भाई
Ult-wise, not a great deal online. Patatex, yes, the rest no. Are they willing to fight this out? Paranoid goes
Nice,
in,
Zekken,
so
nice.
he does get to strike.
Nice.
That's Benji Fishy gone. Post plan could get a little trickier if they make it through.
Nice, SHREE.
Heretics fighting for mound control themselves here.
अबे तू वहाँ से कैसे सचल मार के वापस भी कैसे आया भाई बहुत मुश्किल है वो
Recoup
किल नहीं है वैसे वापस
She has herself an operator to play with now as well.
अरे अरे
Swing onto this.
लग गया
दो में हग
Set up there for a high-low swing.
दो में कर दिया
Mini Boo the one to
उसने
find the
कंफ्यूज हो गया
headshot.
एक को
Man
मार लेता
advantage here for Heretics.
वासु वाला डायलॉग मार दे वासु एक का तो
Sassy
लेता
ult in hand. Patatex does have a Viper spit, so
एक का भी
really
नहीं
secure a
लेता
post plant here.
लॉयल ही नहीं था
Decide to continue. It looks as if John QT's giving this all the way
चल
up.
तीन किल
3 किल अब तो सही है हो
Can't
तो
take
जाएगा
a challenge, maybe just trying to keep control of CT for the play back in.
अरे
Rotates it far
केयरफुल
away.
हियर कर
See
दिया
how
है मिनी बू
hyper aware each team is of each other.
अरे वेलकम टू माय
Smoke goes
वर्ल्ड
up
भी कर
deep.
दिया
Hit's already there.
अब तो ना
That's 4 players to
Upai.
नहीं
fight.
हो सकता है अरे है ना पेड
Does
कार्ड
have his ult. He's got a lot of usual
चल
left to
सैसी
invest.
more
More Koreans actually.
This is big. Can they make the
Nice.
most of it? Yes, Sassy
गया
does
वाइपर
very
काट
well
लिया
find
आप
Mini Boo.
निकलने
That's
का
the first
चांस है
step. Patatex is still in this ult though, and he's in a
नहीं
lot of
गया
danger
वाइपर
actually.
Still
You
got
can
snake
see
bite to
this.
work with. You can slow this down still.
There it is. Buy some time and Boo just waiting.
ये
Anything that appears on the
टेक्निकली
screen,
पॉसिबल नहीं
he
हो
wants to
सकता था
remove it. Oh, he's getting tagged up here.
भाई
This is so
देख के देखिए
precarious, so dangerous. And Zelsis takes him down. Put it down.
मैं बोला टेक्निकली नहीं निकल सकता वाइपर का अल्ट है
With a flourish here in the first half. Heretics
वाइपर का अल्ट था नहीं निकल सकता था
Nice up.
8-4 in the lead.
They come out swinging. So any questions about the confidence? Definitely.
वाइपर का अल्ट से आधा एचपी तो थोड़ा सा जाता ही है
Sentinels able to make it at least a
आधा पूरा चले जाता है
पूरा चल जाता है हाँ सॉरी आधा पूरा डीके हो जाता है
1 HP
be loving that if you're a Heretics fan.
तब क्या ही एक्सपेक्ट करके
At
चला
this point, I
रेड
think if
कार्ड
you're a
से क्या हो
Valorant fan,
सकता
you're
है
probably pretty happy too. This
Definitely, yeah.
is a
Until unless अगर आप
explosive
वाइपर को
game.
निकाल दो तो
We
बहुत
all
बड़ा
want
बात है
it. This caliber, this quality is what we've been looking for. The resurgence from Sentinels means they're still in this half. There is still a solid chance for them here, but they have
Solid
to get off to
chance
a banging
जीत रहा है
beginning of the second.
मैच SN ज़ेकन इनकी गांड खोलेगा भी रुक
बेचारा टेंस का क्या हुआ यार
What a terrific start it is for Team Heretics here. And I managed to sneak myself into the streaming booth to join Mixor. How exciting is it to see your team compete on this stage in Spain, of all places?
I mean, so far we're playing really well and the crowd is insane. Hola a todos! Hey!
Hola a todos.
I love it here. I love it. It's a dream come true. There was talks that maybe VCT was gonna come to Spain, and in the end it was in Berlin. So I'm super happy that finally we have an international event here.
Yeah, it's very special to have a Spanish team make it as well.
I was not expecting it to qualify, but we beat everybody.
अच्छा,
We
half
played
time
so
दिया
well
एक मिनट
during
जल्दी बात
kickoff,
करो
and now we're also playing super good. And thank God Rians came yesterday.
Yeah, it's really nice to see him on stage. Now, I want to roll the years back real quick because you played against Tens before. You faced Sentinels. How do you stop a player like him?
I think you need to not let him have the space that he needs. He's a super skilled player and you always have to be aware of what he could do. Really aggressive. So as long as we keep him, as long as we trade him, we're good, because when players are so good as him, you can always die first, but you need to trade him always.
Just take him down. And lastly, any words for the Spanish crowd one more time?
Chicos, lo estáis haciendo genial. Haced mucho ruido, vamos.
Woo! Well, let's see if Heretics can close it out in front of this electric crowd.
फिर तो होम
साला सबटाइटल तो दे देता क्या
Thank you. Great to hear from Mixwell there.
always is.
साला मैंने सीसी चालू किया है
It
क्या
has been a great first half. I mean, the scoreline,
क्या
you'd be
subtitle
forgiven
नहीं
to think
है
it was a bit more one-sided, but how explosive was that?
I mean, I'll be honest, one of the most exciting starts we could have to this series as well, with Sunset to follow up. We'll get to that. We'll get to that when we do.
Why have you reminded me?
But this is exactly what you want out of these two teams. See what Sentinels now have to respond in the second half. They may be caught off guard a little bit in the first. You've got to imagine Heretics are going to continue to be proactive, dial into this pace once again.
Patient beginning though, coming out from
Very,
Zen
yeah.
Slow, steady, shown a little obviously off the back of that dizzy, which is going to be drawing 3 players to be posted towards that C site. Already Minibu may be considering the others, but as it stands, very patient.
Spike this side with Zelsis. 3 players of Sentinels looking to at least show presence towards Rubble, but in fact that Benji solo over there, he's not going to be peeking. He's not really going to be looking for any information. Very much looking to absorb any sort of pressure that does come his way, but Minibu has across to give him some support.
There's the first contact.
That's a ton. That could actually pull the rotation. I think it's about to look at Rins and Patty.
Nice rotation आ गया.
Fake play here from Sentinels. Now Boo's seen enough that he should be calling someone back. There's been no further
रोटेशन आ गया
contact.
पर
There's
एक
still
बुलेट से ही
utility
सबको
there.
पता लग गया
Sentinels haven't got in though, and it's 30 seconds.
अब ये मत बोलिएगा बी घूम रहे
I
हैं
mean,
इन
they're
लोग
trying to feign a pivot.
नहीं
But
सही जाएगा
still,
जाएगा
they're leaving this very late. Now, fortunately for them, they have got sight. You can already see the
कंफ्यूज हो गया
respect
जानते हैं
from Boo
कंफ्यूज हो गया
that It's not worth dying on your own to hold this, so he's
कुछ
drifting back
कंफ्यूज
towards
ब्लाइंड था पूरा
CT. They're grouping up already. Plant is in, but 5v5 post plant. Who's got Kit? Who's got util? Zekken has the boom bot. You got Sassy. But on the other side, a fair bit still to play with Heretics. They've held on to theirs. So maybe
नहीं,
Zekken
Zekken
willing to
भाई.
challenge on this, but
Oh,
he's got to be good for it. He's got to be great for it. Zekken, good for 2. The answer comes in, but Zelt's still standing.
Nice.
That's the other back lines, leaving Boo just the only man
Then
standing in a
smart
1v3 And yeah, that one's
रेस
been
का लाइनअप नहीं
handled.
देखे
Sentinels,
बूम
lovely
बॉट कैसे
composure
3 बार
here
वो
on the
खा के
first
गए
and the second.
You feel like Heretics
OG
are ahead of
gameplay
them. I think
बोलती
just too many question marks
5-8 का
planted
स्कोर
by Sentinels. The misdirection with the door as well. You can see the pings coming out even after the plant is confirmed on C. They're so conscious of potentially, I mean, any number of these three players that were spotted outside rubble being in position to backstab, but no matter regardless, came down to the gunfights on the way back through, and Sentinels stand strong. Things within 3 rounds now in the second half.
Heretics can get under their skin a little here, though. Sen certainly applied the pressure in the first half doing this sort of stuff, but don't know if Heretics have it the same way. But let's see. John QT very much aware of the possibility, sitting quite deep, just shouldering the angle. While the rest of Sentinels kind of showing a lot of presence, being boisterous around the map. Benji Fishy very uncomfortable on that C site. Pulling in for Patatek, but again, keep in mind this is classic Ghosts, Sheriffs. This will take a lot. Go right for Heretics. Sentinels should be looking to keep this clean. Coming with a nice bonus potentially. The third round of the second half should be there. I don't think any disruption to that will be in place. No. So lovely work from Sen again. Keeping 5 standing, navigating well to the C site. Getting the plan in place.
Really about what damage Heretics can do on the way back in here.
Oh, lineup देखा?
Lineup वही
I
ना.
don't think caught up in that, no. Second up was supposed to get his flash.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice, Ray.
Got to Sentinel.
Second.
Nice work. No threats really made from that second.
ऐसे ही MVP नहीं है, बस second must भाई सब
moving forward. He's
calculated रहता है. हाँ वही.
मार किया बस स्ट्रेटजी से फेंका उसने.
Second half here.
Heretics can really slam the brakes on.
ये जो 2 निकाले ना उसने मस्त भाई.
2 freebies. That close up with the stinger. No real old progress for Heretics to fall back on.
पूरा स्टेडियम खाली खाली लग रहा है.
देख रहा है ए पे ना ये लोग फाइट ही नहीं ले रहे. देख रहा है तू लोग.
The bonus here for Sen.
ध्यान में है ये लोग को.
Purchase coming out for Heretics.
ए पे फाइट ही नहीं ले रहा है.
Again, so mobile, so agile around his map.
Second called.
Second called. Place again. Miniboo trailing behind. He's trying to get over towards C potentially. They've been somewhat conditioned to be believing in this C site hit, which I mean looks like it's on the cards.
इसको डाउन करना होगा मिनीबू को. चला बहुत मार रहा है.
रेज इतना भयानक खेल रहा है ना कि क्या बोलूं.
Utility invested here.
सावास मार दे.
मर गया. Corner and he does. Opener found here by Zekken once again.
ज़्यादा पुष्टि.
नहीं हो जाता जी.
Idea of following up on the boom bot there. Open plant sensors can fully reset off this now. Tough egg to crack for Heretics on the way back through once again onto C site.
ये मस्त जगह है. ये जगह नहीं है. ओमेन जो टेंस कर रखा है.
This would be outstanding. The Sentinels already though 10's going to get a
अरे
little
यार.
bit knocked up by Miniboo, but Sassy then takes the next layer of pressure as they sweep the site. Miniboo again, but how do they break that deeper post?
3 versus 3.
Absolutely, Mike. It's very difficult to even get on the spike itself. And I think Heretics
Oh,
might
shot.
go. And this is a dream for Sentinels. Lovely string of rounds now, upgrade to the rifles. It could not have gone better.
I noted it earlier, the Sentinels placing too many question marks across the map here.
ये राउंड से डरावना होता है पता है. ये राउंड अगर निकाल लिया ना तो 2 राउंड आ जाएगा इनको पक्का.
Somebody to go hunting here for Heretics.
माथा पे pressure.
First half, Sentinels have free run of the map right now.
Yes, they do. No solution yet for that C take or
ये क्या लिया mini marry me?
नहीं ये. Oh, Zekken.
Again, this guy, his early work has been exceptional. Cracking open sights. Being a Lucid's boot.
Good bad. Yeah.
But you've got a whole lot more to find.
They
are still continuing along this A pathing. Man, this
समझ गया ना कि Zekken मार रहा है.
अरे
that's a shot. That is a goddamn shot. Any more of those?
Let's go.
10s though, creeping.
Let's
React
go.
did get another one. This is getting way too close.
लेकिन भाई 2v2 कर दिया उन्होंने.
Heretics have made it nasty. Tap on the spike, calling back in Benji Fishy. They are facing on this.
ले
Great heads up work from Sen, keeping track of the potential.
टेंस अब तो अब ये
Fishy do a 1v2.
संभाल
It
लेगा
would be
संभाल
miraculous.
लेगा लौंडा
गन उठाएगा अच्छा गन लेके गया देख रहा है दिमाग दिख रहा है
He's struggling to find something.
गन अंदर उठा के लेके गया है
Have to be that sheriff until he gets
Zekken
towards
का
side,
भी
maybe backside even. How does he clear tree on this? The turret, but that's not enough. Look at that setup! It's not letting go of it.
भाई
Still
क्या
a threat,
शॉट है दोस्त
but it's tied up now. 8-8. Sentinels
गन ही
the
उठा के
second
लेके
half
आ
is
गया।
सिचन तो
looking
देखा
ahead.
सेकंड वेकन सब पे
Lovely
गन उठा के ले गया अंदर
Yes, Alt's starting to hit, but Heretics
ये
pumping
नाइफ
the
कौन सा ये
brakes.
वाला जो चमक रहा था
Timeout called
कौन
here.
सा
ये वेलोरेंट वाला है वेलोरेंट वाला जो इसके पहला था ना
Try and
उसके
take
उस पे
stock
आया
of
था
what's gone wrong in the first few.
ये वाला
A
बहुत करो
banging
शॉट
shot from Riens to open things up.
भाई सेव में भी दिख रहा है
Patstech unfortunately just forced into a corner here on drop, unable to provide too much assistance. See what the switch up is for Heritage coming out. There's 4 rounds unanswered here by Sentinels, and like I said, they have free run of the map. Same way Heretics did in the first as well.
ना क्या है लो
Again, without the benefit of the economy, maybe feeling a little
8-8 कर
apprehensive
दिया
to put
मैं
mini
बोला था ना
इसको देख रहे हैं रेफरी को देख रहे हैं रेफरी को
look to brawl with Sentinels.
लड़का है कि लड़की समझ
Dare
नहीं
you
आ
say
रहा
it?
क्वेश्चन मार्क
Team you really want to be brawling with.
It is so mirrored, it feels like, after watching that first half. Like, cleaner, actually, from Sen more than anything, but still.
पिंक है बाहर
Heretics
Yeah,
without an answer.
I guess a little more. It feels a little more controlled from Sen versus
Yes.
what we saw from Heretics. There was a lot more trading, reliance on the fundamentals for Heretics, and Sentinels definitely looking a little cleaner in that regard. I guess is the way to look at it.
Oh, very much so. Couple of ults though for Heretics to bring into effect in this round. Sen on a million miles away from theirs as well. Keep your eyes towards it there. That is very much on the horizon for them. But Heretics could try and take back some control with this. But then now the Sentinels just switch something up, right? Just play a little out of pocket here, just coming out of this timeout. Let's see what they go for. They've been determining pace here in the second.
टेंसो भी बोलते हैं
क्या चालू हो गया मेरे को दिखा भी नहीं रहा अभी तो
नहीं
The
चालू हो
exchange of
चुका
util will be
चालू हो
towards
गया
that B site, but
हाँ वही ना
much intention
टेंसो
behind
की
it.
पहले
I
से
think
क्यों बोल
Sentinels
रहा है
anticipating
अरे,
a little bit of a
comment
switch
में।
up here in terms of aggression from Heretics. John QT on a solo mission here to plant the
सी
seed.
पे
but
पूरा सेटअप है
Majority of the stack
इस बार सी उनके लिए डिफिकल्ट है
सी डिफिकल्ट है
for Heretics.
वैसे टेंस को बोल सी डिफिकल्ट है
Very tempered approach. He's got to be careful. Don't want to see him get caught off here.
हिट करेगा
On solo anchor
बी
to
पे नहीं
easy होगा
है
थोड़ा सा
ही
भी।
इजी हो सकता है
He's got to be playing this smart.
लेकिन उसमें भी साला वो रायंस बैठा
huge in
है
terms of
आराम को
retake as well.
ये दो को कबाड़ देगा
Yeah, this is
एम में आ गया तो
looking a little dangerous for Riens.
नहीं पर
पीक लेगा,
से
पीक लेगा, पीक
सेकंड है ना
लेगा।
सेकंड निकाल
But
सकते
yeah,
हैं
Riens is in a lot of
सेकंड
danger.
निकाल देगा अगर
But
चाहेगा
again,
तो
you'd see that Prowler just
हाँ
entered
दिख
towards B, is
दिख वो
keeping
कर दिया
both players
कंफ्यूज कर
very
दिया
present there.
फेड
Oh man, he's got to have 2 here.
Zach, he
Back
confused
away
कर
with his
दिया।
life if he even wants a chance at this. Now he's got to be worried. He's got to be so worried. He's seen so much.
हाँ
He's
ये एकदम उसी के
he's
ऊपर
actually made it
नेट
out with his life, which
देखा
if
ना,
anything
पूरा
is
picture
incredibly
करके वो।
impressive. And just has to
वही
try
ना,
and hold
वो
towards
roam
CT
पे
because
चढ़ा नहीं तो
Sentinels, you
पूरा
can't
नेट
stop
उसी के
that
ऊपर।
roll. There's no way you can hold back these players
मॉली भी
here.
उसके ऊपर
Now has to wait for reinforcement, but this will be a plant for Sen, and once again, a very comfortable post plant.
अरे गलत
Zekken नहीं,
John QT
Zekken।
looking to take
Zekken
a ton
नहीं।
of space up towards heaven here.
Intelligent one on Heretics.
गया,
This is
गया।
nice, but do they get
What?
punished? No, they
Oh.
don't. Somehow Zekken's still here. Minimu's gone ahead of him.
Zekken!
This is
Zekken भैया
madness.
निकाल दिया।
Zekken finds
Oh,
Riens.
no HP, no
Minimu's
HP.
still be holding
Zekken!
Beautiful work from
भैया।
Zekken.
Oh my God, Zekken!
Just trying to dodge
Oh.
it. He just can't. It's
मैं
all
बोला
over
ना
now.
आपको।
ए भाई ए
Wild, and he's still kicking. 7 HP in a 1v1.
7 HP 7 HP
Oh.
और
ऐसी बचा दिया भाई
What's that? But what a
भाई
ridiculous
Zekken क्या मारा रे
I mean, how has Zekken survived that long?
Zekken
He's
भाई
blinded up this
जिंदा
time,
कैसे था
abandoned in hand,
बहुत
still finds a kill blind.
भाई
It's just absolutely
teammate support.
ridiculous.
टर्न हुआ बेचारा
What a crazy exchange up on heaven here.
3 किल निकाले उधर
हाँ हाँ
Absolutely
तीन तो उधर ही निकल
heroics
गए थे ना
from Zekken, and Boo comes back, finds these two. Unfortunately, not to get the drop inside the smoke and clutch things out. You see the heartbreak as well.
So, got to say, Zekken is on an absolute heater as well
छठा
this
आदमी
game.
वो छठा आदमी
You looked at his value as well, of his opening kills.
Rumble में आ गया
It
निगम
looked
का।
fantastic for him. But
I mean, when
that
he's playing
round,
like this,
Zekken
literally
card.
the Sentinels just resort towards
Zekken
the
card
लेकिन
do it.
गार्ड
pick a side
बोलते
and put him in there.
he's got his ult. He's got 2 potential victims.
ले लिया
Let him fly.
नहीं
This time it looks like he does.
गलत हो गया मैं बोला ना, गलत हो गया, 3 गलत हो गया क्योंकि उसके साथ बंदे नहीं जा पाए उसके। Tense मार।
Ten's in a little bit of danger here actually.
अरे
Can't make it out.
ओ
Sassy
सैसी।
backbone here.
भैया
Safe hands to hold on to some of these key kills, these key rounds.
अबे
And
प्लांट
Boo's
हो
only
गया,
got a
प्लांट
sheriff.
तो करो भाई।
कटुआ ओपी कटुआ ओपी
This
गाइस
round at this point. It actually looks, yeah. I mean, at this point, gotta say it. Sentinels, what an answer.
अरे ये कहाँ घूम रहा है ये कहाँ घूम अरे अरे
Exactly. He's going to take this time, make the most of it here, try and get the team back in line.
अबे यहाँ भी एगो पांडा है बे यहाँ भी एगो पांडा है
To try and maximise, but Sentinels
पांडा लग रहा है जान रहे हो
win in the second half.
लग रहा कोई वो बहुत शैतान दौड़ रहा है
सही में शैतान कर दिया तो
मरने आया था
फिर मरने भी आ गया
मरने भी आ गया शर्म नहीं है जी
because they have not found a solution here to Sentinels at all.
No, I'll be honest.
वो सोचा एक दो तो गन उठा के भाग जाऊंगा
पता पूरी की पूरी टोली है ये
Economy aside and the way that Sentinels are playing, like I said, it feels like a game of control.
Yes.
And the comparison in the second half being Heretics have been a little apprehensive to dip their toes. Maybe you'd argue losing the first couple and being on the back foot with the economy, but there hasn't been much of a response, and it's looking like the response might be an operator in the hands of Nibbles, slowing things down. I'm not sure if that is the answer that Heretics need.
That's not going to help them. A shot like that, but now they know it's there, right? They've seen one of the cards that Heretics holds, and now what does this do to Sentinels? What does Elsis really chance up?
Something like John QT with information like that off the rip in a round.
अरे ऐड आ गया
I mean, look at Sentinels and X right here. They're just they're waiting to see if there's any further aggression. Miniboo's already preemptively rotated away. Boo's going to have yeah, exactly, yeah. Anticipating, we've shown the operator
अरे
here.
एंट्री करो पूरा सी साइड खाली है घुस जाएगा एक बार में मजा आ जाएगा
I think this is a fake.
Yep.
Sentinels,
Well,
why would they
Sentinels
show
have
you
had
respect?
exactly, they've had the run of the map. They've been able to
अरे
plant these
क्यों
questions
rotation?
time and time again.
अरे इसकी
बाबूजी ने कितना अच्छा दिया है
अरे तो स्मोक दे देना पता नहीं
This might work out.
अरे भाई ये
ये बकचोदी हो गया भाई
Yeah, that's what their intent would be. Patek and Benji Fishy looking for John QT, but now there's going to be a bigger surprise. They found Sassi. He's in the right place. They've almost stumbled across the solution to what was going on here.
मैं बोला गलत पूछा सी पे नहीं सी पे ही जा सकता था
Hard work here for Zelsis and John QT to bring this back. Can they evade the eagle eyes of Miniboo?
2v4
Bench of Friday है खुद या फाड़ो bench
Feel comfortable enough. They could secure
नारू पे
the side for a little longer.
तुम्हारे ऐसा नहीं हूँ
Miniboo happy to take that one.
3 निकाल गया
1v4 हो गया ना मजा आ जाएगा भाई बता रहा हूँ
1v4? That's a
तो
lot.
अब डिफिकल्ट है थोड़ा
पूरा दारूड़िया है ये
सनी भी छोड़ दिए
Find a position to work from.
छोड़ दिया ना भाई पीता तो आना मतलब छी भाई
निकल जा
पिंदा ना मत
अरे नहीं
अरे
अरे हक दिया
just about tipping this one back in their hands, and it felt like Sentinels walked into that.
छोड़ दी
Across the operator either. I'm not sure if
ये जो पिक निकाला ना सैसी का ईगर नहीं निकलता ना तो हो गया था
yeah, I gotta say, it
ऊपर
almost
से
feels like the
ये
stars
टेंस
aligning
पता नहीं
for
क्या
Heretics
किया है
to be in a position. Sentinels feel like they've
अरे हाँ वो स्मोक नहीं किया ना ऊपर में
स्मोक करके आता ना
हाँ स्मोक करके आता तो बेटर रहता वो स्मोक नहीं किया उसने
फिर कौन चला गया
Heretics, I guess,
अरे ये
stick
क्या
to
कर
their
रहा
guns
है
in terms of what they commit to
पार्टी करो खुद या पाड़ो
over towards A.
It could still be a flash of the pan, right? That C site take was still not fixed, and Zekken back on this pace. TP this time is committed to. Tens is there.
Tens पीछे.
Tens पीछे.
The back and there's nowhere to hide. Zekken on the hunt. You can see a Patek back to the wall. They're surrounded. They're still trying to fight their way out. Benji Fishy can only stay alive for so long. That was such a well-constructed site take from Sentinel. Again, flexing capability here. Miniboo has found John QT. So this isn't completely free. It's not completely safe. Ten's the one to be holding them. Deep smoke towards CT to try and secure some of this.
हाँ किया अब कर रहा है.
Avoid the stun, but still catches it. dips away, but this time,
अभी भी नहीं किया,
in the
अब
rotate-
किया।
Finally coming
wait,
down.
I thought he already went down.
No, I was watching for a second there.
Hell.
Sassy weighing out everything. Reinstance
अरे,
round
tense
10s.
हो गए।
Oh, that's not good.
Let's go,
Because
let's go.
Zelsis still breathing.
Two,
Sassy as
two,
well.
two.
Sassy has been good in these, but it's Mini Boo and Rien's.
ये है ना Mini Boo
You've
band का लौड़ा।
seen Mini Boo's impact, but these two are nasty.
पीक दे देगा ना एक शॉट मारेगा वो
to play
तुरंत
against.
मत दे
They're both
मत दे-
natural
मत दे-
players. Mini Boo dives on in.
वो जो बोले
Sassy
बोले मैं
falling
बोला
to the rock of the team here, getting them up to 11. Sentinels looking large and back in charge here.
सब अच्छा खेल रहे, देख रहा है सब अच्छा खेल रहे।
सब अच्छा है
Execute
लोग
onto Seaside, the paranoia and the nightfall.
हाँ
और
तो
उधर
Everything.
और उधर मिनी वो अकेले मार रहा है।
Well, it feels like a decade to get the spike down. So paranoid of maybe a pre-take coming back through from the remaining members of Heretics, but able to course
guys,
correct here.
can we reach 50 subscribers?
Sassy to close
Guys,
things out.
what do you think?
ए भाई
That's got to feel like a
30
sigh
करके
of
दिया ना,
relief, though.
एक दिन में 30 से 50 नहीं होता।
Sentinels to get that one across the line.
भैया बोलते एक दिन में 30 से 50 नहीं होता है, ये अक्षय कुमार वाला सीन नहीं है।
Yeah, I think that's why we see the second time. And I can
टाइम आउट तो लेना ही था। मैं बोला था ये
Time out लेना ही है।
मैप SN का है।
so the only
इसके बाद शायद ब्लाइंड है।
hand for Heretics in the second half here to really pin their hopes to. Not going to have the finals this year,
बहुत
so
बैंक
looking
है,
like they
पार्टी
have to
के
almost
गजब
concede.
मजा रहे।
पार्टी गजब नवा
Mini
रहे।
Boo one off his ultimate. Boo
ये हाँ
still
यार
Benji
मेरा
all
तो
with
जाना
theirs.
भी था। मैं तो लेट
Some
ही उठा
options here,
काम
but
करके।
again, the purchase
मेरे
is
को बोरिंग लग रहा है,
not
खेलने का मन कर रहा है।
बोरिंग लग रहा है।
everything but the kitchen
पहला
sink.
मैच जो
घंटा।
बोरिंग था वो तो बैठ के देखा।
वो पकड़ के देख रहा है। अभी जो इंटरेस्टिंग हुआ वो नहीं देखना
बोर हो
इसको।
गया उससे।
ये तो अच्छा मैप चल रहा है। कमबैक कर रहे हैं लोग।
कमबैक किया मैं अब आप मेरे को पनौती लगा रहे थे कि हाँ विष्णु देख रहा है टेंस आ रहा है
और क्या?
अभी विष्णु देख रहा है टेंस जीत रहा है ऐसा
They'll make a go of it.
नहीं देखेगा तो भी जीतेगा, बंद कर।
But it's certainly not going to be everything they'd want. Mini Boo just
ए
okay.
भाई
Make your Guardian work.
Yeah, and that second goal
Streamer
has
बनेगा
been
ना।
so
Protagonist,
paramount.
yeah.
Yeah, he
विष्णु
has
जाके
been
सो।
paramount to some of the success Sentinels has early in these rounds as well.
12:40 हो गया
So it'll
लौड़े।
be interesting to see now with him
Dode
taking
का
away so
ball।
early on. What do they lean back to? Do they
एक तो देख के
continue along
जाऊंगा
this
ये
pathing towards B?
It's so late in this half to see Heretics
Aye.
get aggressive like that.
गिरना
You'd almost wanted them to try it earlier, didn't you? But
टेंस भाई निकालो भाई
I mean, the response is
अरे
Sentinels
अरे
have walked in all the way.
अबे
to B.
कहाँ
They have
कहाँ
to
जा
be
रहे हो
where
भाई, कहाँ
Sassy
जा रहे हो?
falls. Elsis quick with the trade, but
टरट अच्छा
they
टरट
should get
चला
the
रहा
plant down here.
परेशान कर रहे हैं लोग।
एक प्लान थोड़ी कर रहा है
For a little misdirection here.
Oh.
Potentially
John
an enemy for
QT.
Heretics.
जॉन कुट्टी
QT able to slow this down with a snake
very
bite.
valuable that.
भाई ए भाई
Drops, Boo finds him.
Boo could not have found that at a better time. That unleashes the rest of his side to come on through. He gets forced
Shot,
out.
shot.
Still
Shot.
gets the rest of the
Shot.
three. Where are the others coming in from? Now they come through tens.
अरे टेंस ने निकाल दिया
Zelsis, 1v2.
यो लेट्स गो मैं बोला भैया टेंस ओपी
लेट्स गो चलो
टेंस
जल्दी निकाला टेंस टेंस कर
Have
रहा
a moment of rest.
हाँ जेल्सिस
I mean, it's
निकाला
such
पर
a
फिर भी
beautiful read
टेंस
as
का
well.
टीम ओपी
The
भाई
call
सेन
to
ओपी
just shift walk up behind that first blood.
सेन ओपी
अबे अब जाके ना टेंस सही फिट
Benji Fish
बैठा
is the
है
only
टीम
one
में
really to throw a spanner in the works.
Yeah.
खाली
And
उसको
that
पहले
kill was
जेट खिला
ridiculous. I
दो
saw Zelsis got caught by the paranoia. Didn't know if it
फिर
was
हगने लगा था वो
slightly
जेट
off time, but finds
इतने
that
एजेंट और कितना ही खेलेगा
completely
अरे
blind.
डिपेंडेंट हो गए थे उधर पूरा
This is the round the Heretics were waiting on. Very late in the day, plenty of ults to play with. And
अरे
Heretics up for the brawl,
क्या
up for
करो
the fight.
क्या
Second
बसड़
though is
मचा
normally good for this. It's Tens this time going to take the headline.
अरे,
Boo goes down.
अरे अरे नहीं गया टेंस कहाँ गया
This is their map choice.
Sorry.
They just suddenly made a
Disease,
move
disease.
on this second half. Rien's, Benji Fishy
वो
and
लोग तो रोटेट
Panatek.
कर रहा है बस।
बस
बस
निकल गया सी घुसो
सीगुसो
पे आया था
They're
फिर निकाल
battling
गए
with, and it's so early in the round.
अरे 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 नहीं 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 नहीं
Unfortunately, Sentinel in another situation. Benji Fish is going to be the one to try and
अबे राइट चेक कर लो भाई
He's
प्लीज
upcheck with a utility.
करेंगे
Could play him in here,
चेक
but
करेंगे
there's a ton of
वही, वही,
on the
वही।
side of this.
क्योंकि अलार्म बॉट वैसे ही अलर्ट हो जाएगा।
Unfortunately, somebody's going to
अरे
turn for
गलत
that
ए
alarm
भाई
as well.
प्लीज
गलत
भाई
जगह घुस गया
भाई
भाई
नहीं नहीं
मत जा भाई
I told you.
नहीं
अरे
ओ हो गया चलो जी जी जी
Panatek gets pushed
जी,
aside.
अब सी हो गया अब सी हो गया
Sentinels
आ
just
गए
taking the top of the map.
जी
Getting just about every side they want to.
ओ भाई
This has been their stronghold.
वो किल जाए अगर थोड़ा सा
This has been the
थोड़ा सा भी
definition of
अगर हो
running
जाता ना
rings
किल
round the
जाएगा तो
team.
सब
The
खत्म था
second
दोस्त
half,
सेकंड ही प्लांट कर रहा
Sentinel,
है।
so much misdirection. Heretics.
ए चल बे 36 एचपी में 4 थोड़ी मार देगा तू चल बे
जान अरे अल्ट है चाहे तो
अरे अल्ट से क्या कर लेगा
क्या ही कर लेगा हाँ ये भी बात है बंदे ही बहुत
हो गया
ये देखो हो गया खत्म जाओ 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 तेल निकालो जाओ इधर छोड़ो
चलते भी
Was a little worried in the first.
भाई बढ़िया मारा
Definitely come out swinging, but what a response in kind from Sentinels. Mini Boo and Zekken definitely the headliners here in this map.
जी लिखो हम लोग भी जीत सकते हैं
13-9 is map 1. Who knows where Sunset goes? But do stick around.
आपने प्रेडिक्ट किया था
मैं प्रेडिक्ट किया था गधे कि 10 से नहीं जीतेगा
अबे चुप रह तू तो लौड़े वो कुछ और ही बोल रहा है अलग ही टॉपिक पे जा रहा है भैया नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आया आप जो
मार चोद दिए भैया जी सेंटिनल्स
ए देख इसको देखियो ये पीछे आ रहा है बस रात में जा रहा है
She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow. I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me.
मेरी तरफ सबको ओम नमः शिवाय मिलते हैं गाइस